The next little tidbit it's about allowing and not trying so hard. Because it sort of falls into the same thing. We're convinced that we have to try, we have to work. The old paradigm causes us to work hard to get anywhere. If you don't work, you're lazy. You have to work hard to get anywhere. And spiritually, we've done the same thing. We have to release this burden. We have to get rid of these demons. You can go on and on and on of things that we have to work hard to do. But maybe the working hard is what's holding us there, because we create our reality. If you're convinced you have something to release before you can be free, you will always create something to release, because that's what you're manifesting. Mm-hmm. It's a thing, if every step that you take, you get halfway there, will you ever get there? You can never get there, because no matter how far it is, you're only going to get halfway. And I think it's similar in that you're always trying, there's always something. And those of us who have taken the path of searching on books and internets, we realize there's always another thing. You work with someone and it's like, wow, and then they kind of get boring, or you feel like you've had enough. And what happens? Another teacher pops up. Wow, this one's great. And off you go again. And week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out, you're searching. And we're always trying, we're always searching. And it's very easy. How does a student become a master?
Embody it instead of searching. Embody what you've learned.
Even simpler to them. Yes, that's true, but even simpler.
Stop searching.
Stop being the student. Yeah. As long as you're a student, you're a student. The student will never be a master.
Yeah.
When you realize that there's nothing else to learn and you stop being a student, you're then the master. And our mastery is in allowing. We have everything that we need. Our higher self is right there with us all the time, especially in this energy. And if we listen to that, we are our masters.
So do you kind of talk about that in the same breath as like allowing as in trusting the universe and just going with the flow rather than kind of, trying, planning,
Yeah, same thing, yeah. It's going with the flow is a tricky thing, because a lot of people can get stuck with going with the flow as either letting whatever, be careful how I put this.
Yeah.
People can stay in abusive situations because they're just going with whatever comes, and it must be their bad karma. People can not see what's right in front of them to do. We're moving into a fifth dimension, but we're still in physicality. There's still stuff to do. And we can go with the flow and think, oh, this is really cool, man, and not do anything when it's right in front of us to do. So going with the flow, yes, it's all of that, but it's also really listening, and there will be times when there's a lot of work to be done. And there's times when there's work to be done and you sit back and go, not now. Yeah. And there's times when you just don't know. So it's more the listening that I think is important than going with the flow, going with your intuition, going with what your authentic self tells you.
Which isn't always easy, is it?
It isn't easy at all.
Because in my experience, what I think is my authentic self's voice in hindsight
Wasn't.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier, that usually the authentic voice is very short.
Oh, okay.
It's really, you know, if you
Oh,
get a quick sentence, not even a sentence, a few words, that's it. And then our ego fills it all in, and that's when it goes off. Yeah, but that first little aha is usually the authentic self. But yeah, that is the point. Learning to listen is what this is all about. So we're getting through all the head stuff. So I'm trying to rush to get all this. After this, it's really, how do we do this? Because it's a kind of catch-22, because we're saying you don't really have to do anything, just listen, go with the flow, etc.
yeah.
But to get there, there's stuff to do. You know? And so it's finding that balance. How do we get ourselves to that point where we can actually listen? And then even when we start to hear it, how do we get to the point where we can actually live that?
Yeah.
So we have that carrot there. We're going to go with the flow, we're going to listen to our higher self, but we have to then learn how to do that. And that's what we're going to try to spend the rest of the time working on. That was easy.